Hello, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to show you how to clean your sewing machine. I have a Brother SE600. Let's get into it. What we're going to be working on is getting inside this plate right here. Now, do not follow me. I'm an idiot. I'm going to turn on my machine so that I have the light so that it'll be easier for you to see what I'm doing. But do not do this. Do not have your machine on. Unplug it. Don't be stupid like me. And then I have a brush, which you can see the last time I cleaned it, it has lint on it. And then I have a piece of scrap fabric because I'm going to use the scrap fabric to get the dust off. And then inside my little compartment here, I have my screwdriver. And then when you clean your machine, you're going to want to go ahead and change out the needle too. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take off the needle. That way, since my machine is plugged in, I won't do anything stupid. So now if it were to go off, it's not the end of the world. Plus my presser foot isn't even, it's not called the presser foot. Whatever the thing is that you put your foot on. You know what I'm talking about. And then what I do is I have, this is where I put my bad needles that are old. So I'm just going to slide this guy in here. And I can throw all these away at one time once it gets full. And then I can put a fresh universal needle in. So I'm just going to take this off to make it a little easier. One less thing to worry about. So like I said, we're trying to get inside here. I'm going to pop off the bobbin. Take that out. And you can set this inside here so you don't lose it, right? Put it inside here so you don't lose anything. Take off the presser foot. Just take off the whole foot just to make it easier and click it back so that you don't lose it. Put it in your little drawer. Okay, so I have two pieces. I have this plastic piece and this metal piece. So I need to take these two screws out. I did not tighten these all the way last time because I don't want to strip my screws, so I don't tighten it all the way flat. That's just me. That's how I'm able to kind of just twist it around like that. So now I'm going to take these screws, and I'm going to put them inside that drawer I've been putting things in, or get yourself a little bowl. But don't lose your pieces. So now this whole thing will pop off as one guy. And see, my machine's mad at me. But you shouldn't have your machine plugged in. So these are actually two separate pieces that can come apart, but it just comes out as one thing. So now you can see how nasty and dirty it is. So we need to clean all that up. This is where our brush comes, and this is just an old makeup brush. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get it up in there and try and get this dust out. Look at that, that's gross. Something else I've seen people use, and I'm just wiping it. I'm using my piece of scrap fabric, which actually I'm gonna trade to this towel. And I'm just cleaning off the brush. I don't remember what I was going to say, but just try and get your brush up in there. See these big chunks? I have not cleaned this machine in a while, and that is not good. This little black thing actually pops out, and don't be afraid that you won't know where it goes, because see this little notch right here? It goes with the little notch over here, so it's not a big deal. But do you see how nasty it is in there? Look at that. It's gross. If your machine is acting up, like you keep skipping stitches, or it's... Sorry, I'm trying to not hit the phone. If your machine is acting stupid and like skipping stitches and things like that, try and change out your needle and clean your machine, and a lot of times that's what's wrong with it. You don't want to blow into your machine because that'll just put the dust lower. If you have a little vacuum, you'll look at this piece. Gross. If you have a little vacuum, you could use a vacuum to suck out, but don't use compressed air like you would on a computer. That's not good for the machine. Don't do that. So just, I can see a big chunk back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to get it out. This is just like a Cricut tool. I'm trying to get this chunk out. It's It's right here. Oh, you see it? And your like little feed dog here, they're not supposed to be hairy like this. See this chunk? Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. They're not felt feet. Depending on how often you sew, you should do this once every big project, once a month. It just depends. But like I said, if your machine's acting wonky, I always clean my machine and change the needle and then rethread the bobbin and the upper thread, and generally that fixes things. Okay, it's looking pretty clean to me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my vacuum and I'm gonna just suck the inside. Okay, this is gonna be insanely loud, so I'm warning you right now. But I just have a Dyson, and this is obviously way too large. Sometimes I'll put a toilet paper roll to try and make it more concentrated, but just warning, it's gonna be very loud. I can actually see, now I'm standing up over here. I don't think I could even get the camera to get this section, but in the front here, there's a big old chunk. Trying to get it out. Oh, see, another big chunk. I need something thinner. Try a seam ripper. There's a big chunk down there that I'm trying to get out. See, this part right here is too thick to try and get down in there. Try a chopstick maybe? Whatever. Okay, I got a lot of it out. I think you can see how gross the inside of the machine was. Okay, so now reverse. To put everything back, what we're gonna do is this guy, we're just gonna slide him in, and he kind of, see how he kind of nestles? And then sometimes I end up taking these apart, sometimes I don't. So the metal plate needs to go in the top right corner. And this notch here, see how this needs to go underneath? So that needs to go underneath. I just pulled the two pieces apart. So I'm gonna put that down, and then I'm just gonna put the screws in there, which I put in my little box thingy that's in the front of the sewing machine. So grab my screws. I have no idea what you would do if you lost these screws. I wonder if you can buy replacement screws. I would be very afraid to lose it. So again, I'm not tightening it down a lot. I'm just trying to make the plate not move. Okay, so the plate's pretty stuck. So now see this guy? He has these two little notches. So we need to, and this guy has top notches. So we need to just get it nestled in there. I'm always worried about breaking these pieces because it's plastic. There we go. Okay, so now it's nestled in, but it needs to be screwed down. So I just hold this down. Tighten. Tighten. And then we're gonna put the foot that was on it back on. See how these are all clean now? They don't look like there's felt or they're fuzzy. They're not supposed to be fuzzy. Okay. And then the bobbin cover. And the last thing to do is to put a new needle. And I buy my needles in bulk on Amazon. I actually haven't bought needles in a while. I'll try and link, but I'm going to put a new universal needle. Flat side to the back. Oh, I didn't even show you. Flat side. See, it knows when to stop. Can you see it right there? It knows when to stop. Tighten it by hand. There we go. All clean. And that's how easy it is to clean your machine. It's really not hard, don't be intimidated, but make sure you do it often and at least every month or every 6 months. Be sure to clean out your machine and remind others to clean their machines too. If your machine is a little different than mine, and consult your user manual and then you'll figure out how you can go ahead and clean it. And then some machines you also need to oil them, but that depends on the machine. Again, read your instruction manual. I hope you found this video helpful, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.